Hello friends, this video on capacitors and capacitance part 8 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 7 before going ahead with part 8. Now that we got some idea about capacitor, what is a capacitor, what are the types of capacitor, and we also discussed about parallel plate capacitor. Now we will discuss something about dielectrics. This is again a new term for you, but why am I discussing this is, as I told you, capacitors consists of the conductors separated by insulating medium. Now in that insulating medium, many a times we have a dielectric medium or a dielectric substance placed in between the two conductors. So what is this dielectric? Before we study that part, it is important to know what is a dielectric, right? So let us quickly discuss what is a dielectric, what are some of the properties of dielectrics, how do dielectrics behave in presence of electric field. Once we are aware of all those facts, then we can discuss dielectrics in relation to capacitors, right? So what is a dielectric? Dielectric is basically like an insulator. That is, they do not conduct electricity. So dielectrics are insulators basically, but with a difference that even though dielectrics do not conduct electricity, but they transmit electric effects when they are forced to do so. They will not conduct electricity because they will not have free electrons like metals or conductors who will act as charge carriers. They are basically insulators, but they have this property, they have a certain kind of property because of which when electric field is applied, they transmit certain kinds of electric effects. So what is that important property? We will see in a while. So in presence of external electric field, charges slightly shift from their average equilibrium positions. So what happens in a dielectric is that though they do not have free electrons which can move from here and there, from here to there. For example, when we looked at conductor, what did we see? When electric field was applied, the free electrons started moving towards the positive end of the external electric field. As a result, an electric field was established inside the conductor equal and opposite to the applied electric field. Right? That is what happened in case of a conductor. Contrary to that, in case of a dielectric, since they do not have that much free electrons which can quickly move and establish an electric field and all those things. So, but in this case, what happens? The charges, however, slightly tend to move. They move very little bit towards the oppositely charged particle. So, they slightly shift from their average equilibrium positions. So, I think it will be better if I show this to you diagrammatically. I will do that just now. So basically we use a term called polarization. We say that dielectrics are polarized by applied field. They are polarized. What do you mean by polarization? I will discuss it in detail in the next few slides. But for now you can understand this, that when electric field is applied, the charges, they shift very slightly from their equilibrium positions, and that situation or that phenomenon itself is known as polarization, and the dielectric is said to be polarized. So a dielectric gets polarized when electric field is applied. So how does it happen? Let us first look at the case of a conductor, because then it will be easy for you to understand this, because you have already understood the scenario for a conductor. Let us suppose this object is a conductor and this is my external electric field E0. So this external electric field is from positive towards negative. Now when a conductor is placed in this external field, what will happen? The free electrons inside the conductor, they will move which side? They will move towards the positive side or towards the negative side? Electrons are negatively charged, so they will obviously move towards the positive charge end. So the electrons will come towards this end, whereas the positive charges will be at this end. Now as a result of this, an electric field will establish inside in a direction opposite to that of the external electric field. Now this electric field will get established till this becomes equal to the external electric field in magnitude. So as a result, the net electric field inside the conductor will be 0. So in this case, this EI is equal and opposite to the external electric field. This is what happened in case of a conductor. But when we talk about a dielectric, here also let us suppose we assume that the same electric field is already there. Now we bring a dielectric into a picture. So here it was a conductor and here it is a dielectric. So what will happen in case of a dielectric? Dielectric doesn't have free electrons to quickly move and get settled at one end. They do not have free electrons, right? But in this case, what will happen? Whatever charges, but still charges are there everywhere, right? The charges are present. Initially, they were at their equilibrium positions, right? They were at their most stable positions. Now what will happen? The charges will slightly try to shift towards this end. The negative charges will have a tendency to come towards the positive charge. Similarly, the positive charges will have some tendency to go towards the negative charge, right? So they will have a small tendency. So as a result of this separation, again, an electric field will establish inside in the opposite direction, but this time the magnitude of this electric field will be very small, right? So this electric field will not be equal in magnitude. However, the direction will be opposite. That is fine. But the induced electric field now will not be equal to the external electric field. Now, due to the establishment of this induced electric field, the external electric field will just get reduced, but the net electric field will not become zero. Now, by how much will be the magnitude of this induced electric field, whether it will be very small or it will be comparatively larger, or how it will be, that depends on the nature of the material of the dielectric. So that differs from one dielectric to another, how much would be the strength of this induced electric field. But this induced electric field will always be lesser than the external electric field. And the purpose of this induced electric field, is to reduce. So this induced electric field reduces the external electric field, right? So you understood the change in behavior. Did you observe any difference between a conductor and a dielectric? Okay. I know lots of questions must be hunting your mind, that from where this dielectric suddenly came, and you are not getting very clear idea about a dielectric, because till now I have not told you much about it, right? In our next slide, we will discuss what basically a dielectric is. What are the types of dielectric? We will look at dielectric in depth, right? So that you get better idea about it. But till now it is clear, right? So now, thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.